it's Marina, travel experta. And today we are going to be talking about traveling to Tikal, Guatemala. Tikal Mayan Ruins in northern Guatemala. Are you ready for an adventure? Let's begin. So Tikal is located in the Petén region of Guatemala. It is in the northern part of Guatemala. It's actually close enough to the Belizean border. You could definitely enter from the Belizean border. It's like 3 hours from there, or even Chiapas of Mexico. Or if you're flying into Guatemala, I definitely recommend that you fly to Petén because it's a good 9 hour drive all the way to Tikal. So when you arrive to Tikal, you could definitely stay in the national park of Tikal Mayan Ruins. They have several hotels there, which is great. Or what I personally recommend, because there are several things other than just visiting the Mayan ruins there, that you stay in the town of Flores. Flores, it means flowers, and it's right in the heart of this lake. And it is this adorable, tiny, super colorful little village. And it's about 45 minutes from Tikal, but this is normally the place that the majority of people stay, where there's a ton of hotels and restaurants, and you could walk around at night. Because in Tikal, once you're done, there's really very little more to do in your hotel. The hotels there, even in the nicest ones, are still quite basic in the actual park of Tikal. So that's why a lot of people stay in Flores. However, when you do go to Tikal, what I highly recommend is to do the sunrise tour. So there's a lot of different guides, and even just if you want to go on your own shuttles that can take you to Tikal, it's about 45 minutes so that you are there. Or what you could do is spend at least 2 nights in that region. So the first night you would spend in Tikal Park because you could fly in the evening. This way you are there for the sunrise tour. And then from the second part of the day, you could go to Flores, which is this beautiful little island, or you could also stay right in El Remate, which is another little town right on the lake. And it has a bunch of hotels and restaurants. It's just a little bit of a different feel. And honestly, if you have 3 nights to spend there, I would spend one night in Tikal, one night in Flores, and then a day and a night in El Remate, because it's just so much nature, and you could walk around and you could take a boat ride or go swimming in the actual lake of that region. So the best way, like I said, to enter would be either through the Belize border, or if you're going to be visiting Guatemala, you can fly from Guatemala City to there, fly back to Guatemala City, and then continue on with the rest of your trip, or make this the last part of your trip so that when you fly back to Guatemala City, you either make it in time for your flight back, or you spend the night right near the airport so that you can make it for the following night. Now, what is Tikal? Tikal Mayan Ruins. It is one of the largest Mayan ruins. It is located right in the rainforest. So unlike the other Mayan ruins in Mexico or in Honduras, you have to walk in at least 1 to 2 kilometers, depending on where you are going, into the actual ruins. Unlike the other ruins, which is right there. When you enter the ruin, you are literally in the heart of the ruin. So that makes it that much more special. And because of the walk in, there's so much more wildlife that you get to see. You get to see howler monkeys, gray foxes. I mean, the amount of wildlife is just unbelievable. It's so fantastic. One thing that is very important to understand, and why I recommend the sunrise tour, it gets hot, like blistering hot, really hot and humid. And it can be really hard for a lot of people to continue with a full day. So if you start the sunrise tour, by the time it's 10 or 11 a.m., you've pretty much done the whole tour, and it's not that hot. This way you have the entire afternoon to go and enjoy either Flores or El Remate, which is the other town. And you could certainly do the park on your own, or you could do a guided tour, which is like $20 or $30, but you get so much more out of the tour. You really understand everything that was going on. And the most popular place to visit is Mundo Perdido, which is what you see in Star Wars, or the Lost World. And there are still some pyramids that you can climb up and walk on, and some obviously not, because, there's reasons why they're eroding or whatnot. But if you have a chance to visit Guatemala and you have even 2 days to spend, this is probably one of the most magical places you could visit in all of Guatemala. I recommend this over everything else. So honestly, take my advice. You must visit Tikal Mayan Ruins and you will have a magical experience. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave me a review and share it with your friends. And remember, make every day an adventure.